Hello. Hey guys, Sid Rail, Jamie, video games and vlogs. You know the spiel. Um, Update video for movie month. I know I haven't done one in a long while. I'm sorry. I've been watching movies, working full time, spending time with family. Uh, it's been really busy, so I have been keeping up with it. I've got two movies right here that I'm going to be watching. I borrowed a buttload from my dad, including all the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings stuff. I actually have a copy of Aladdin I borrowed on DVD. So the one thing that I'm really missing as far as movies that I want to watch is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Need to get my hands on that. Um, Stuff I've watched so far. I was ahead, but I took a couple nights off not watching things because I knew I was ahead for watching a movie for every month because we watched a lot of movies. First one, A Good Day to Die Hard. Love the original Die Hard movies. This one fucking sucked. I'm sorry, it's an action movie with decent action stuff. Worst writing I've seen in a movie in a long time. It it was bad. I'm sorry. It was bad. Just bad. Then I saw Monsters University in the theater. Great movie. Loved it. Very good. I think what it missed from that movie, especially compared to the first one, was just the little girl. She was cute. That brought a lot of stuff together. It had a little bit more fuzzy stuff to it. But as far as the movie in itself, it holds its own. It's not a sequel to be a sequel. It's very good, very well done, absolutely lovely. And the mini intro thing with the umbrellas beforehand was great. I love that. Then I watched Blade Runner. Um, I know Terry was very interested to hear my review on this one. Um, I really enjoyed it. I think part of the problem when I watched it was I was really tired. I watched it at the end of the night, so I was kind of half into it because of that. But it was still a very good movie. I enjoyed it. Very good visuals, the effects and everything. One of the first things that I really loved is when it was showing the building, the big kind of pyramid, like weird shaped building and everything. And I think it's in one of the first few shots showing that how it looked when it was really dark and had all the lights and everything. That looked really cool. I know that's something simple, but there's something about that I just really caught my eye. And all the visuals and the concept of the movie and the thoughts that it brings up as far as the half human, fake android type clones and the whole principles behind it. And then it has the whole weirdness. And in the end, when they're on the rooftops in the rain, and he saves them instead, and that whole scene there, just really loved it. Very well done. A lot of cool stuff and good stuff. I think it could be fleshed out more and built up, but I think it was kind of. It seems like they had to cut it down to make it into a movie from the original ideas and purposes, because some of it kind of towards the end it seems like it sped up a lot, and I think that's good for some tones to keep the action going. But because of those, what's in it, you want more from it. I think, and that's a mark of a good movie. I mean, if you want more of it, and that's your complaint, that means it's a good movie. It's well written. It's got a good plot and everything. So there you go, Terry. Hope you enjoyed that. Next thing I watched was Beetlejuice, classic. Absolutely loved it. Great stuff. It's always a good movie, and it's Michael Keaton, man. That's just you think about it, the Joker, Beetlejuice, and just Multiplicity, I think it was, and just this. It just brings back such memories, such good stuff. I'm just noticing the reflection of my glasses. It's so bad. Um, then I watched 50-50. Really good movie. Some people thought, I don't know what other people would think. A lot of people's impression was it's going to be kind of this cheesy movie and all about, just getting laid and this and that. Really heartwarming, kind of fun, entertaining, has that kind of cheesiness to it. But if you get a chance, definitely watch 50-50. A couple of these movies I would definitely recommend to watch if you haven't. That is Definitely one. I really enjoyed that movie, honestly. Then I watched Parker. That was pretty good. Um, Jason Statham or whatever. Uh, Pretty good movie. It was fun, action. Uh, it was entertaining. He was obvious badass and everything. I think some of it kind of fell off here and there, um, but it was pretty good. Warm Bodies. I didn't know what to think going into this. I think originally I was going to be like, this is going to be a movie, but the premise to it really good. And hell if I can't I forget the actor's name. I'll pull it up here in a second. He stole the show. His lines and everything, including the end. Um, just absolutely great movie. Let me take a look at the actor list real quick. Rob Corddry. That's who it is. Rob Corddry. Absolutely love his acting in it. He stole several scenes with the hilarity. That it was actually a really good movie. Again, another one. I'm just being so surprised by some of these and how quite great they are. Then watch Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise. Really well done. It's kind of funny how you look at it and there's a scene where Tom Cruise goes into a bar and he's like the tallest guy in there, and you're like, wait a second, something's wrong here. So I thought it was a pretty good movie. Stands out in some aspects, not in others. It's an A movie, but is it a classic or anything by any means? No. But still really well done. Then I watched Requiem for a Dream. This notes on the movie, weird as shit. Kind of makes you think on several aspects. I think it hits more home if it was something that was watched many years ago or when you're younger. As far as the whole drugs aspect, I think it would hit more to home, but very well put together in many aspects, as well as one of the things that I love about it is how many cinematographic that word shots like that they had in there that were just different stylized shots that were still fitting the movie's format, the different angles, the different everything that they put together to make these things happen and to make these shots, and how much of a wide variety they had, but it didn't feel like you were going or getting pulled out of the movie because it was just so many different types of styles being thrown together. They all meshed well. All the color correction matched it to follow the tone of the movie and of the shots. Very well done, I think. And then I watched a classic, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Loved it, of course. Very good. I didn't realize it's got Zoe Deschanel in it, and then I watched it and I'm like, oh yeah, this is kind of, I don't know if it's about the time that she was getting huge or right before she was getting huge, but then you think about it and you're like, wow. She's beautiful as always, very good, very well done. Then I watched Legends of Earthsea. It's Studio Ghibli film with Walt Disney. Very good, as always, Studio Ghibli stuff. I don't think it's as classic as some of their other movies, but still very good. Now, a lot of these movies are pretty good. Doesn't mean everything. I started to watch what I thought was the Dune movie. Dune, about the planet and the spice and everything, and it didn't really go over well back in the day. It was something I'd heard about a lot. I wanted to watch the movie. Instead, I picked up Dune miniseries, which is 298 minutes of movies. I made it through an hour and a half of kind of one first movie. It might be something that I would watch some other time. I didn't finish it. Seems like it might be interesting. But I think part of the fallout is because I hadn't seen the movie, which happens, all this miniseries stuff seems like it happens right after that movie. And, I mean, it seems like it could hold its own. But I don't feel as invested in the characters, even though they tried to bring you in to these characters. I don't know. It just kind of seemed like it kept going on and on and on. So I was like, maybe save it for some other time when I have nothing to do. And then that brings it up to recent stuff. Coneheads. Watched it last night. Hadn't watched this movie in years. So many classic things. So many of the old school SNL crew on there. Not old school, but old school enough. Dan Aykroyd and Chris Farley, and it's just so. Obviously, the Coneheads from SNL in the own movie. It's one of those iconic comedy films that's so awesome. Just brought back so many memories. Just loved it so much. Can't say enough about that one. That's another classic one. Then what I've got right now is I have Moonrise Kingdom. It was suggested to me. I've heard of it kind of before. It seemed like it might be funny from the girls that they're at the place where I rented it, and they said that it would be pretty good. They said they watched 15 minutes of it, and one of the girls there just bought it because, of course, they get so many movies you can buy from the store and everything. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. And another one I picked up. I was just kind of walking through movies, looking at stuff and everything, and just saw this and I go, nee. So I had to get it. It's called Night of the Templar, and the Templars, Templemans. So that reminded me of Terry there, and I was like, man, I wonder if this is any good. So I just picked it up, so I'm going to watch that. Of the stuff I have The Hobbit still. I have all 3 extended editions of Lord of the Rings that I want to watch. So I got to find some time. Maybe next week I'll have time enough to watch those if I get bored. They might just have to be saved for a weekend or something, or I may not get them in this month. I don't know. Inception is one I picked up, and there's several other movies there that I'll have to watch. But again, if someone can find a link or something, I might have to do like an Amazon or YouTube rental or something of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Link me down below, and I'll see what I can pull up. I do have Netflix, so I'll check out some movies on there. Leave more suggestions down below. I don't know. This may go into August some. It kind of depends on how things go. Probably won't be a movie every single night. It gets tiring when you got a full-time job and everything too. So, but that's what I have for you today, folks. Yeah, that was movie month here on the Video Games and the Vlogs. I'll try to make videos a little bit more often, but I don't know if you guys want more videos or just larger videos like this. So that's that, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one, folks, and remember, keep on smiling. Bye.